What's up guys, Woody here from Incredible, back with another What Is video, and today we're checking out a game that I've been super excited to play called Alder's Blood. Now Alder's Blood doesn't actually release until, well, what they're saying, Q1 2020. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know tons about the game. I saw the Kickstarter trailer a little while ago. The game was successfully backed, which is great to hear. And it's developed by Shockwork Games, and it's being published now by No Gravity. Now, I'm a fan of turn-based games anyway. By turn-based, I mean, I'm going to use the classic umbrella term of XCOM style turn-based, the strategic style turn-based games. And that's what Alder's Blood looks to offer. But it does it in a very kind of Victorian-inspired, or Victorian-style, Cthulhu-inspired, kind of horror-esque world. Now, I've only seen screenshots and the announcement trailer for the game. That's all I have on the game, other than reading the synopsis of the paragraph available on Google. So I kind of want to jump into this as blind as possible to kind of give my full impressions of how the game unfolds. So we are playing a preview build, so I must state that this is not a complete finished build. The game is still not due out for roughly another 4, 5, maybe even 6 months. So this is a preview build, and yeah, so I look forward to going into it. We're going to share my impressions together, and we'll play through some of the story, see where it goes, see where it feels, and yeah, we'll go from there. So click to continue. Please read this important notice. This game is currently under development, therefore this version is not complete in terms of content and quality. Please remember about this notice when evaluating the game, which is pretty much what I just said. I mean, that is so Cthulhu right there, right? For more information, please email here. Let's continue. New game. Start campaign. There we go. We're in. We're in, people. What you got for me, Alder's Blood? What do you got? So I should say these What Is videos are basically the opening 20, 30, maybe 40 minutes of a game where we've not played before, and jump in straight away and kind of share my raw impressions of the game as it is, like straight there. The idea trying to answer the question, what is Alder's Blood? So in 40 minutes time or 30 minutes time, if you've watched this video, you can turn and go, I know what Alder's Blood is now. Am I looking forward to its release? That's what the idea of these videos are. Click to continue again. Here we go. Atonement. Is there voice acting in this?
At last, the crown
there is.
in sight. My journey's end draws near. Just a stretch more road to take, along with the lives of the last few creatures she hides. Then we shall rest, Father. Then we shall have peace.
Click to continue. Standard movement. To move, Duke, select any space within the standard movement range represented by the white outline. As long as you move within the standard movement range, Duke will not tire himself. You can freely move within this movement range. However, all steps taken decrease the total distance of movement available. The movement stat affects the total movement distance possible. Pretty standard. Pretty standard. So we're going to click here, right? I'm guessing they want us to... I see. So it is very much already XCOM. I'm going to go with XCOM. So the
Be wise to avoid unwanted attention. These patches of tall grass should conceal me well enough.
Stealth, moving within the tall grass and bushes will screen Duke from enemy sight. The cursor will change colour when highlighting terrain, granting concealment. All actions done within concealment will keep the hunter hidden regardless of action used. So that means attack as well. Anyway, smart use of concealment can help hunters facing overwhelming odds. Moving into the bushes will require Duke to move further into his movement stat would allow. This is the extra movement range. Moving outside the highlighted white outline will start to remove stamina chunks. The further you move, the more stamina chunks it will cost. Hunters with large stamina stats will naturally be better at traversing in the extra movement range. This has diminishing returns the more it uses. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Right. So we're going to use one stamina chunk.
As I suspected, this hilltop reeks of beast kind. Over there, between those decaying trees, the shrieker blocks the path. It should be dispatched quickly before it calls for help.
I agree.
Let's rest to gather strength for the attack.
I agree. Resting. Every action in the Alder's Blood has a stamina point associated with it. This includes moving an extra movement range, using abilities, and taking damage. Draining all of the hunters of stamina points will result in that hunter being knocked down and becoming completely defenseless for the following turn. Ending the player's turn will restore all hunter stamina points at the beginning of the next turn, so long they have not been disrupted. Enemies are also affected by stamina loss the same way hunters are, focusing on drawing. Okay, so that's pretty cool, knowing that enemies are affected by it as well. So, ending turn is what we want to do, right? So this is a loud shot, pebble, and whistle. Do we not... Is this end turn here? Okay, so there you go. We end a turn. Suppose on the enemy's turn, they're going to do the little movement around. They can't see us because we're in cover. And I'm assuming now the stamina bar comes back, right? That's how I read it. There we go. Stamina's back. It said all stamina, which is really interesting.
Put the creature down, albeit loudly. I pray none of its allies lurk nearby.
Okay, here's the big question: is it going to rely on RNG to see if we get the shot? Because that is instantly going to disengage me from the game. I know RNG in these games has been very big in XCOM, in Mutant Year Zero. There's tons out there I can't think of right now. It really, like, 99% chance of shooting with a shotgun when you're standing next to him and you miss. And it's like, really? I hope that's not where this goes. Anyway. To initiate range combat, select the corresponding ability on the ability bar. This opens a targeting menu which highlights available targets that are within range and visible to the shooter. Hunters are especially adapted to all forms of combat. Any shot a hunter is capable of making will never miss its mark. That's interesting to know. When ready to make a shot, confirm it with the shoot button. Be aware that most ranged weapons are loud and can alert enemies within the sound radius of your position. This sound radius for each weapon is found on the ability description as the sound icon. So I never miss. That answers one of my questions then, doesn't it? Like, that there is no RNG element to it. So we do shoot. Okay, so there's a sound marker. That's really cool. I do like that. So we've already got some selected. So we go to shoot. We hit. They're down. Did they hear us? They couldn't because this is the sound radius, right? But we're going to go through... I see what it means. So it goes purple when you're in cover. Standard movement. Click a highlighted area. I can't move. I can't move, man. Can I not move and shoot in the same turn? Oh, I've got to move. He wants me to move here. Sorry. Oh, there's a shrieker there. No, it's more. Oh, what's that? A brawler. He loves a good punch up. He does.
The wind
Hey?
blows against me. Any closer and this brute will catch my scent. Perhaps if I'm swift, I can make enough ground to shake the trail before he finds it.
Okay, wind and smell. Oh my god, there's wind and smell. When moving your hunter, keep in mind the wind direction. A hunter's scent is carried by the wind in direction it is blowing. It's best to always stay downwind of your prey. Any monster who discovers a hunter's scent will become alerted and will investigate its source. If a monster does investigate, it will be best for the hunter to move on. That is one of the coolest mechanics I've seen in these games, and I'm not kidding, guys. I've played a lot of these games. And by all means, correct me in the comments below if there's been that before, but I can't remember. So the moment the wind's blowing that way, so he can't smell us. So our sound file is still going off here, so it actually alerted this dude. So we're going to move... I see, so we move here, it shows you the eye line. So you can actually move behind them and not alert them. Oh my god, guys. Okay, I know this might sound silly, but someone as again who's played lots of these games, there's so much already I can see in this game, like actual eyesight. Look, there's no eye line here. You go in front, there's an eye line. Okay, actually having enemies with eyes goes a long way. Trust me, the amount of times you come up to someone here and they go, oh, I saw you coming up. So we're going to move over here. Oh. Question mark. Did Matey Boy see us?
Another one. Could it be they're drawn to your corpse? No matter. These beasts are simple. A thrown pebble would distract them enough to sneak past.
Okay. Pebbles. Pebbles can change the direction of unaware enemies. Monsters caught in the area of the ability will turn towards that point of impact and investigate it on their turn. There's no limit to the number of pebbles you can use. A hunter can grab them from the ground. Alerted enemies will ignore pebbles, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, click pebble bar to throw a pebble over here, meaning because these wonderful designed AI has eyes, I can literally move past them and they don't see me. Oh my god, this is making me so happy already.
This clearing swarms with fiends. Perhaps a quiet approach is ideal. I should ready my blade before moving in.
Aye, chicken pie. Get that oil on the blade, eh? Get that oil on the blade. Spectre oil, that's what we're going to go for. No, probably insectoid oil is what I'll probably put on this blade. Anyone's a witch fan? Hunters can carry 2 weapons. There you go. They can 2 weapons, steel and silver. Easy. It's just set in the witchy universe. Hunters can carry 2 weapons. 1 large weapon and 1 sidearm. You can switch between weapons at any time with no cost. Equipping hunters with a variety of weapons will allow for more unique solutions, offering a large choice of damage types to combat monsters' resistance and weaknesses. Resistances, sorry. Okay, so sword. A moment to catch. There's no voice here. A moment to catch my breath. Who knows what I will face close to the summit I get. Click end turn. Oh, because we can now restore. So this is where we find out. Does this mean we restore? So that's all 1 turn. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, it actually has the wind direction. Look, you can see the wind coming off over here. Oh my god, it's Jesus, guys. This game's like months from being finished. It does restore all stealth. And it's already just feeling better than so many of these games I've played already. We're kind of in the open here.
Ah, a fine opening for my rapier. I should press the advantage while its back is exposed.
Is that how you say it? Rapier? I always say rapier. I don't know how to say it. Rapier. I like that ear on the end. I know it's French, so it would make sense. Rapier. Melee attack. To initiate melee combat, select the corresponding ability on the ability bar. Choose the node the hunter should attack from within range of the enemy and choose a direction for the attack. Some weapons have a wider arc of attack which can be used to attack multiple enemies at once. Attacks will drain stamina, so be sure to have enough before you attack. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So I want to come up like behind him. How close can we get? Select sword. Oh, so I actually have to... I'm going to attack that way. I mean, I'm fine with that animation.
Beast to its knees. It is vulnerable to banishing. Not the most elegant solution, but I have little choice.
Banishing ritual. Knockdown enemies can be banished from the world by a special hunter ritual. Walk next to the enemy and click on the banishing ability on your ability bar. Then confirm your selection. Be careful as it drains 3 chunks of stamina to complete a powerful ability. To be sure, but powerful has a cost. Dun, dun, dun. Banish him. So basically we're going to do some kind of... Well, that was cool. So that obviously means our enemies can't see him.
Such rituals invoke the darkness too intimately for my liking. The deed is done, and my destination is close at hand.
Okay. Cool. So we got 2 stamina bars. Do you not want to just end turn here? I mean, it's a tutorial, so we're not going to. But what I was saying is the artwork here very much reminds me
Finally,
of...
I'm here at long last, Father. Now where are...
Very much reminds me of Banner Saga. Mission successful. Okay, already blown away. Not going to lie. Already blown away. A turn-based stealth game. Okay, because let's be honest, XCOM is designed to be not stealth, but tactical. Okay, and nothing against XCOM. I love XCOM, but the whole RNG side of XCOM, Mutant Year Zero, Phoenix Point, actually, who's coming out next year, doesn't have as much RNG in it, which is why I really liked it. But this one is like billing itself more stealthy. One with enemies with actual eyesight and with window. It's just so... Okay, devs have clearly played those games, and are inspired by those games, and are doing a damn good job of going, well, we want to make this... it feels good. I'm rambling, but it feels good. Region view. You and your hunting party will travel the land through many regions. Right now, you are in the Crossroads region. See you at the Crossroads. It's got to be done every time you read Crossroads. While you are here, you can set up camp by clicking on the camp button. Bottom left of your screen. On the road. It was 3 months ago. Duke left suddenly without word, note, or nothing. We don't know why, but we know this land is cruel. He won't make it far on his own, and I won't lose him now. For weeks we stalked his tracks, and it led us to a desolate hill in the exiled wastes. A place called the Crown. What did Duke hope to find there, other than a pile of weathered stone? Got to do it in accent, guys. Hope you're enjoying my story time with Woody. Maxwell Blair. Should we set up camp here, Chief? Yes, but send Rainier. Send Rainier on lookout duty. We are strangers in the wastes, and we don't need any surprises. How's Hugo? Where do I click? Oh, Jesus. Not good, Chief. The corruption spread within him, but he's still with us. Keep an eye on him for me. Okay. Will do, Chief. Continue. Okay, so this is sub camp, right? This is embark. This is equipment. So I'm going to sub camp because the game's saying a sub camp. While camping, you have the opportunity to manage camp tasks. There are several activities that your hunters can be instructed to do, from guarding, resource scavenging, crafting, or recovering their wounds. To view and change them, visit the jobs board. Okay. Hunter party, wait today, crafting wagon, camping tasks. Here we go. Job board. The jobs board is a list of hunters currently in your caravan and what camping tasks that they have been assigned. You can modify these by clicking on the job icons to change their assignment. On the right, you'll see what effect it will have for the camp. For now, go ahead and set Ethan's job to guarding, keeping the camp safe from enemy ambushes. Leave the other hunters to rest so they can resume the search for Duke tomorrow. Please finalise your choices and progress to the next day by selecting campfire in the middle of the camp. Easy. Ethan, where are you, dude? Ethan! So we change you to guarding. So you got guarding, you got scavenging, you got crafting, and you got resting. And everyone else is resting. Okay, so there's some stat screen over here. So this is like a full-on... kind of like not tabletop RPG, but you know what I mean, like an RPG. In terms of how you build characters, I'm not too sure yet, but in terms of how you manage yourself, it still falls into the RPG ecosystem. I like the art. The art's cool. It reminds me a lot of there was a comic I read a little while ago from Image and Scott Schneider. I can't remember what it's called. I'm not going to look now because I'm in this, but it reminds me a lot of that comic. Sacrifice? What? What? It's got dark all of a sudden, isn't it? Hey? Oh, on the road. Yep. Maxwell Blair. Everyone is up and ready, Chief? Good. Get them saddled. We will leave for the Crown at once. I don't know where to click. Oh, here. Do you think Duke could still be there? I hope. I'm doing different. I'm just going to read normal. I'm doing different voices for every character now. Do you think you can still be there? I hope against all hope, my friend. Embark. World map. My God. Okay. Apologies about the tons of reading, guys, but this is the opening tutorial part of the game. This is the world map. From this menu, it is possible to select the next destination for your caravan by clicking on a region. Our efforts tracking Duke have suggested he made his way to the Crown. This will be our next destination. Simply select it to begin our journey. Keep in mind that travelling takes time. A journey to neighbouring regions will take 1 day. Okay, so we are here, I guess? The Crown. No, we're here. Oh, we're the horse. There you go. The Crown. Travel. It's going to cost us 8 bread. What? Are you sure you want to travel to the crown? It will take 1 day. Our party of 4 hunters will consume 8 food during the travel. Let's go for it, baby. We're going to the crown. I can see what I mean by the Victorian style. The dress and the attire of the hunters is very Victorian-esque, much like Bloodborne. Okay. Reunion, Duke. We found Duke. Hey! Aye, Duke. What? Who? It's me, Chief. You. By the father. What happened to you? Ethan Maxwell. Get under his arms. We've got to get him out of here. So tired. Horrors unceasing. It looks like Duncan from Robin Hood Prince of Thieves when he gets his eyes taken out by the sheriff. Maybe it's an Easter egg. A few hours later. It was hard to look at the hollow shell that Duke has become. Once the greatest of our kin, now a broken, blind man. What horror did he face that put him in such a condition? And why did he allow, and why did we not, sorry, and why did we allow to not be there with him?
Chief.
I have to say, I'm impressed, Chief. How did you find me all the way out here? Why did you leave, Duke? Hasn't everyone ever told you it's unkind to answer a question with a question? Yes, you did. But we could have helped you. Why did you go alone?
No.
That's the question, isn't it? That is the question. I do like the artwork. It's really cool. No, Chief, you couldn't have helped me. You are not ready. What do you mean? You are bound by your loyalties, your responsibilities, duties to protect the humans who despise us and defeat a world and defend a world that plots against us. Tell me, Chief, has it ever dawned on you that we might hold a higher purpose? Well, I can't read it at the moment. Our old duties were but a distraction. And then came a lone rider. Messenger, help! Help! Master Hunters, please come quick! They are almost upon us! What is it? Speak clear, boy! Beasts have attacked the inn! King's Rest! Near the crossroads! See you at the crossroads. Go, brother, your duties await you. Ha! And what do you surmise in this sorry state? You are part of this family whether you like it or not, and I won't leave you behind my own. Sirs, please, we need to hurry. Lead the way, boy. It's very much comic style visuals, isn't it, in terms of how it pops up. They're very much kind of panel-esque. Unwelcome guests, so we're going to go into combat. Mission briefing. Welcome to the mission briefing. Within this screen, you'll find the details for our next mission, its objective and possible rewards. On the right, you can change the hunters that will take part in this mission. You can also quickly access the equipment of your hunters and change their gear. When you are ready to take on the mission, click the start button. Okay, so we don't want to take Duke with us. We got Hugo, Maxwell, and Renault. He's got a big old blade, and a gun. Can we give 2 guns? I feel a bit uneasy only having 1 gun. I'm going to skip the equipment view because I pretty much can guess what it says there, and I've done a lot of reading already. No, we can have an axe, and that is it. How do I go back? I don't want to. There we go. So no guns. We've got nets. Okay, let's go with that. Let's just go start mission. So we'll probably do this mission, and that will wrap up our what is video, I reckon. But you get a pretty good idea that this is I say story driven. We haven't had tons of stories so far, but it's going to be a story focused, turn-based stealth RPG game, which I'm fully down for. Right, let's see how handholdy this is. Is it going to let me approach it how I want to? The beasts are attacking the gate. You need to help everyone quickly. Boy, we will not throw our lives away with this frontal assault. The beasts are many and we are few. Target and kill pack leaders and the rest will disperse. That makes sense. See the big ones? They're the ones we need to take care of. But careful, they are resilient, dangerous beasts. Dealing with strong enemies. Every character in Alder's Blood has a set of resistances against different types of damage. A character with resistance against slashing damage type will nullify all incoming slashing damage. Be mindful of the resistances your opponent possesses, and you will never be caught off guard. More information on resistance damage can be found in the Codex. The monster in front of the hunters is a brawler. They are known to have resistance against slash and blunt damage, meaning most of the weapons will be useless against them. But there are other ways of dealing with beasts. Every attack, in addition to its damage, will drain a little bit of stamina from a monster, usually 10 points one chunk. And specialized weapons can do even more. Even if the damage type from the weapon is resisted and the damage total is nullified, the stamina will be reduced. Drain all of the stamina from the monster and they can be knocked down. A knockdown monster can easily be banished. Okay, so there's like multiple ways of dealing with stuff. Those small monsters, we call them shriekers. Maybe weak, but they can call upon others. Enemies once they spot us, so we will need to stay out of their sights and target the big ones. Alright, time to go. So how many stamina does this dude have? He has quite a lot of stamina. Sugar woogers. So ideally we need to approach this guy, right? And attack him. So we approach here and we attack. Damage resisted. The enemy has resisted your attack. Every monster... An enemy will have their own weakness and resistances. These can be viewed at any time within the Commodorium, or with the hunter sensibility. If you attack a monster with attack and it is resisted, all damage of that type is nullified. Attacks, yeah, we know this already. Damage resisted using a weapon. If you're using a weapon with a dual damaging type, only the damage type that monster has resisted will be nullified. The second damage type will be applied. Okay. Cool, that's fine. Okay, so there. Oh, I can attack. I can attack twice. Okay, now I can't attack again because I get knocked down, right? So how do I change? There we go. Okay, so you're gonna come in and attack this dude here. And attack again, right? We can do that, yeah? Can I attack again? How many bars did that use? One, I think, right? Actions use one stamina bar, right? Oh no, it actually knocked me down. But it does mean that this dude can now... I don't want to shoot. I want a blade. I didn't mean to do that. I want it to attack. Can attack this guy here. I should banish him. Is he not? The brawler's... Can I not banish him? Ah, I haven't got enough stamina. Okay, so how do I do this then? Okay, I feel like I may have gone wrong here. Does he get up next turn? That's the question. Okay, so we've been spotted by this guy. I've misjudged this. Yeah. Maybe you don't need to do all the stamina because he was down. So maybe if he's just down, maybe I can... Oh, wow, look at that sound circle. That's massive. Jeez Louise. Player's turn. Does the brawler stay down? It does stay down. So now I can banish the brawler. There we go. Okay, so now he's done. Alright, now we need to look for another one. But where is he? Every hunter has a special power that humans do not possess, the hunter sense. It will allow the hunter to feel the presence of monsters around him, even when he doesn't see them. Monsters located inside monster sense, but outside vision range, will be identified as shadowy shapes, knowing their position on the monsters, but not its type. Okay, I like that. I like that. To access Hunter's Sense, push the spacebar on your keyboard. Clicking on the monster will reveal information about its status, resistance, and weaknesses. Finally, within Hunter Sense, a monster cone of vision. Within Monster Sense, a monster's cone of vision and distance can be seen and made visible. Which, okay, cool, I get it. I get it. I get it. Spacebar. There you are. 2 of them over here. They're the only ones? I think they're the only ones. Little buggers over there. Little bugger lugs. Little bugger lugs. Right, cool. That's done. You can zoom in. This guy is going to attack this dude here. Although he's now down. Did he die? Did he die? Well, he died, right? Let's go over here quickly. And then now that'll be end turn. I might end 2 turns, to be honest, to get us all back up to scratch. Cool. So I slightly overdone it on the previous go. Okay, so these 2 are back. I'm going to end turn again. We're going to. Did Hunter Sense use stamina? I can't even remember now. But now Renoir's back. Or Renoir? Maybe it's Renoir. Renoir? I don't know. I don't bloody know. I don't bloody know. It's Hunter Sense. Oh, there's 3 of them now. What, are they bloody reproducing? Okay, 3 of them. So we're going to take this approach around in the bushes. In the bushes. Okay, so this guy's going to go bush over here. Then on to this bush here. And then into this bush here. There they are. There he is. Perfect. And then this dude is going to go more frontal here. Can he see him? Can he be seen? Oh, so he can see them. Ah, so you can see the cone if you kind of go over here. He's got a bit of a cone on him, hasn't he? Bit of a sight on him. Jeez, eh? That guy's been to Specsavers. Right, let's go on to his last dude. You're going to just go running all the way up, my buddy. All the way up, my furry little friend. Bang, look at that. All the way, son. All the way. Keep going, sonny boy. In the back of the net. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a wounder, isn't it? That's an absolute wounder right there. He's going to come across here now. I now feel like I should probably move these guys back here, maybe. Wind is going what the... Oh, no. This guy's wind is literally going into this dude here. His wind. It's not fighting on him, don't worry. Imagine that as a mechanic. Yeah, if you you eat something that's bad, then you get wind. I'm just chatting nonsense now. Anyway, so the wind's coming off here. This, by the looks of it, this wind's stopping 2 or 3 tires before. This guy, can I click on him? I can. He's going to throw some pebbles. I want them both to look this way. Maybe this way. So we don't basically see us attacking this dude. Oh, they both looked awesome. They're going to look up. Yeah, they're both looking up there because the cone's not down here now. That's good. And now we can go to end turn and see what this dude does. Is he going to pick up the scent from this guy? Because this guy's a little bit on his own. So they're going to go investigate the pebbles, which is exactly what we wanted. Yeah, awesome. So he's going to pebbles. Good. Good. Right, they're out the fray. It's just you and me, Brawler. Brawler's going to where he saw that person, which is awesome. So the plan worked, people. Oh, no, no. Oh, my God. It's too close. It's too close. It's too close, man. It's too close, man. Okay, so... So you do get all your stamina points back. Okay, so that adds that makes it a little bit more understanding. This dude now is going to run over here and hit you from here. Now, what I want to know is this attack. It seemed to knock him down. Does that mean now he can banish him straight off now? Okay, so you can. You just knock him down and banish him. You ain't got to get a stamina down to 0. Maybe it's because the weapon I was using. Well done. Pack leader slain. The rest of the pack will surely disperse. Mission successful. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, nice. Nice. Click to continue. Hunter's role in this world is to protect mankind, but a little gratitude for their efforts is always welcome. Your hunting party may receive items, weapons, charms, or resources as a reward for completing missions and quests. Okay, so you get XP, XP. I'm guessing this is XP. Stars, or maybe it's like, you know, when you're at school you get like 3 stars for good work. These guys got 550 stars, so they smashed it. Finally, someone with a head on her shoulders. Please take this. I won't be needing it anymore. Thank you, miss. Rifle or shotgun? Ruth Irwin. Just call me Ruth. Wait, is that Duke? Hello, Ruth. They went to school together. You two know each other. Indeed, Ruth has been a friend for many moons. Told you, they went to school together. Patch my wounds a time or two. Oh, so Ruth is a friend now, is she? The way I tell it, I play more the saviour. Watching you crawl your way back from every hunt more beaten than the last. Tell me, friend, where did the wind take you this time? Running about the wind's wilds with no word on your allies. Thank you, Hunter, for bringing this fool back to me. Please rest your legs here a bit. I need a moment to bandage Duke. I dare say he looks worse than I would have imagined. Old friends. The floorboards creak as Ruth helps Duke limp out of sight. After a moment, their footsteps pause. Ruth screams. What do you mean you can't see? Many thanks to you, good sir. I wish we had more fitting reward, but... Oh, bother. Where is that damn rifle? I think I already have it. The lady Ruth gave it to me. Ah, yes. Ruth. Nasty woman. But without her, we'd never have made it until your help arrived. Who is she exactly? She has the look of a commoner, but I've never heard of a lady using a gun. Well, I shouldn't say too much behind her back. Just know she puts up a harsh mask. Underneath it all, she is a caring sort. She is a skilled healer, and she always helped to us outsiders should we find ourselves sick or wounded. Act 1. There we go. So that was like the prologue we just played. And that's Act 1. Alright guys, this demo I have now, this preview build I have now, has the prologue and all of Act 1. And that's where it will end. But the video's already getting close to the 40-minute mark, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Otherwise, it could be here forever. I'm genuinely very impressed with this game. So many times we get sent stuff. It's like turn-based combat, and it is turn-based combat, but there's mechanics that feel sour. I'm going to go back to Mutant Year Zero. We were all very excited by the game. The RNG elements of that game really made it just left sour taste in your mouth. And I get why people go down the RNG route, because XCOM done it, and XCOM still is probably the most successful example in this franchise, or at least this franchise of genres, if that's the way you want to put it. But I feel like we're now getting away from RNG in games is not a nice thing. Like, feeling like you failed when it wasn't your fault is never nice. And this already counters that by saying, no, you will hit. Like, obviously, as you go on, it will be like you won't do all the damage, but you'll do this guaranteed amount of damage. If you can see him, you can shoot him. Simple as that. There's multiple ways of dealing with them in terms of even if I haven't got the weapon source or the correct weapon to deal damage, I can blunt them down, then banish them. It feels like a lot of thought has gone into this game. The stuff like the wind mechanic, it just plays into the stealth elements even more. It's another mechanic you need to manage and deal with when you're moving your players or your hunters around the field. And that's something that I'm already applauding devs Shockwork Games for doing, because these games should be challenged. They're effectively puzzle games. They're puzzle games with action combat. And learning how to logistically manage your team in a puzzle environment and not get caught, but a way that feels fair, is definitely something that is a challenge. And these guys seem to have, from what I've played from this 40 minutes, have nailed it. And I'm so excited to play more Alder's Blood when it releases. I'm going to play the Act 1 off stream, but I'm probably not going to play any more of that. I don't want to play any more now until the game releases, because I don't want to go and put 3-4 hours into a game through preview builds and then play it all again. So I'm super happy with what I've played. The question we ask at the end is, do we want to play more of it? Hell yes. This is now This is becoming one of my most excited games for 2020. I love these kind of games anyway. Some people don't like them so much, like Tom Smith from the podcast isn't a huge fan of these games, so he's probably not going to be too excited by it. But I love the visuals. I like the comic book kind of panel-esque visuals that come up in between scenarios or acts or battles, whatever you want to call it. The inventory management looks basic, but in depth. By basic, I mean the UI looks clean and basic and easy to understand, but there's depth to it. There seems to be RPG elements to it in terms of what people you're bringing in, what skills they have, how you're building yourselves up. There's conversational trees. It'll be interesting to see where the conversations go. It'll be interesting to see if there's any morally demanding decisions to make along the way. The camp, like when you're at camp, sending people off to scavenge and find resources, is all landing into the RPG element even more. The actual turn-based combat stuff, like I said, plays into that puzzle element of it even more. It's just, at the moment, there's so many tick boxes for Alder's Blood, and I cannot wait to play more of the game. Honestly, guys, keep an eye out for this game, please, because I don't want it to get slept on. In terms of when it's coming out, Q1 2020. Again, it's developed by Shockwork Games, and No Gravity are the people publishing it. It's definitely coming to PC. There's no confirmation, as far as I know yet, on consoles, but if it has a good, successful, steady PC release, then yeah, there's no reason this game can't go on consoles. The tile-based mechanic work fine on consoles, especially Switch, because you can use touchscreen, or even on Xbox and PS4, because you use a control pad to move where you want it to go. It's not as intuitive as a mouse, but it still works. I played all of XCOM, the new XCOM, on PlayStation 4, and it worked absolutely fine. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it up for me. Thank you for stopping by the video. If you did like it, then make sure you hit that thumbs up so I know you like these videos. And if you want to keep up to date on more indie game content, including these What Is videos, including week release videos, including a weekly podcast where I'm going to be speaking about this game in probably a little bit more depth with the guys, and I'll be chewing the fat on what the game looks to offer, then make sure you check out the Indie Credible podcast, which goes live every Monday. But until next time, guys, thank you for stopping by. Have a great day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you guys are. But until next time, goodbye.